A quiet message from the Swedish Royal Court changed the mood of an entire nation. Without dramatic headlines or long explanations, the announcement confirmed what many inside royal circles already feared. Princess Désirée of Sweden was gone. At the age of 87, she had passed away peacefully in her home, surrounded by her family. And with that moment, a chapter of royal history quietly came to an end. Princess Désirée was not the type of royal who chased attention. She did not dominate headlines or seek the spotlight. Yet her place inside the Swedish royal family and inside the hearts of those who knew her story was deeply significant. She was the sister of King Carl XVI Gustaf, a member of the famous Haga Princesses, and a woman whose life stretched across decades of change, tradition, and family loyalty. Now, as Sweden pauses to mourn, one question echoes softly but persistently. How will the royal family say their final goodbye? And what will Princess Désirée's funeral look like? Princess Désirée, Baroness Silfverskjold, passed away on January 21, 2026. She died in her home at Koberg in Västergötland, a place that had come to mean everything to her over the years. According to the royal court, she was surrounded by her loved ones in her final moments. There was no sudden tragedy, no public struggle, just a peaceful farewell. Shortly after the announcement, the king released a statement filled with quiet emotion. He spoke of warm family memories, of laughter and shared moments at the Silfverskjold family home, and of how deeply that place in Västergötland had shaped his sister's life. His words were simple, but they carried weight. This was not just a king speaking to a nation. This was a brother grieving his sister. As a sign of respect and mourning, flags were ordered to be flown at half-mast at Drottningholm Palace and Haga Palace. It was a silent gesture, but a powerful one, a reminder that even in royalty, loss is deeply human. To understand why this moment matters, you have to understand who Princess Désirée was. She was born on June 2, 1938 at Haga Palace in Stockholm. She was the third daughter of Prince Gustaf Adolf, Duke of Västerbotten, and Princess Sibylla. Alongside her sisters Margaretha, Birgitta, and Christina, she became known to the public as one of the Haga Princesses. As children, they represented a softer, more family-centered image of the monarchy. Her childhood, however, was marked by early sorrow. In 1947, when Desiree was just 8 years old, her father died in a plane crash. The loss changed the family forever and forced the young princesses to grow up under the shadow of tragedy. That experience shaped Princess Désirée into someone known for her quiet strength and deep attachment to family. Unlike modern succession laws, the rules at the time did not allow women to inherit the throne. So Princess Désirée was never expected to rule. Instead, she lived a life that balanced royal identity with personal choice. In 1964, she married Baron Nicholas Silfverskjold. With that marriage, she stepped further away from public royal duties and into a more private life. Together, they made their home at Koberg Castle in Västergötland. It was not just a residence, it became her sanctuary, a place of family, tradition, and calm. Princess Désirée and her husband had 3 children. She was known first and foremost as a mother and later as a grandmother. Those who knew her personally often described her as warm, caring, and deeply devoted to her family. Even though she rarely appeared in international media, she remained closely connected to the royal family and attended important family gatherings. Her husband, Baron Nicholas Silfverskjold, passed away in 2017. After his death, Princess Désirée continued to live at Koberg, surrounded by memories of a life shared. It was there, in that same home, that her life quietly came to a close. Since the announcement of her passing, attention has naturally turned to her funeral. So far, the Swedish Royal Court has confirmed only one thing: information about the funeral will be shared at a later date. No public date has been announced, no location has been confirmed, and no details about whether the ceremony will be public or private have been released. This silence has created a sense of anticipation, not confusion but respectful waiting. In royal tradition, this is not unusual. When a senior royal family member passes away, the family often takes time before releasing funeral arrangements. It allows space for private mourning. It also ensures that the ceremony reflects the wishes of the family and the life of the person being honored. Based on tradition, many believe Princess Désirée's funeral will be dignified, understated, and deeply personal, much like her life. It is expected that close family members will attend, including the King, Queen Sylvia, and other members of the royal household. Whether the public will be invited to participate in any way remains unknown. What is clear is that this funeral will not be about spectacle, it will be about respect. Princess Desiree represented a generation of royals who lived between duty and privacy. She was royal by birth but personal by nature. She chose a life rooted in family rather than ceremony, and that choice earned her quiet admiration over the years. Her passing also marks the fading of an era. She was one of the last remaining Haga princesses, a symbol of a time when the Swedish monarchy was closely associated with family warmth and resilience after loss. As people reflect on her life, many are revisiting old photographs, moments from childhood at Haga Palace, family gatherings in Västergötland, appearances alongside her siblings. Each image tells a story of continuity even as generations change. For the king, this loss is deeply personal. He has lost not just a sister but a living connection to his childhood, someone who shared memories of their parents, someone who understood the weight of both duty and grief from an early age. For the public, Princess Desiree's passing is a reminder that behind royal titles are real lives, lives shaped by love, loss, and quiet dedication. As Sweden waits for the funeral announcement, there is a sense of calm respect in that waiting. No rushing, no demands, just acknowledgement that a life has ended and it deserves to be honored properly. When the final goodbye does come, it will not be loud, it will not be dramatic. It will be dignified, thoughtful, and filled with meaning. Until then, Princess Desiree is remembered not for grand speeches or public power, but for something far more lasting: her devotion to family, her strength through loss, and her quiet presence in the long story of the Swedish royal family. A princess who did not need the spotlight to leave a lasting legacy.